with breaking news.
Hello there and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigerians' leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute wholesome package that comprises brand news, branding, forecast and industry conversation, all in a mix, encompassing thorough and in-depth, all aimed at promoting the brand idea. I'm Ogali Mafuru.
Where will you be when we open the next chapter in Nigeria's marketing history? Where will you be when the captains and climbers of industries converge to celebrate another marketing milestone? Where will you be when the champions of brands and shapers of culture step into the brightest spotlight? You should be right here at the Marketing Edge annual 2-in-1 event, the National Marketing Stakeholders Summit and Marketing Edge Brands and Advertising Awards of Excellence. The summit, themed Rethinking the Blue Ocean Strategy in Uncertain Times, will hold virtually on the 26th, while the awards gala holds on the 27th of August 2021 at the Podium International Event Center, Aromire Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Join us for this monumental event. History is waiting to be made. Marketing Edge, promoting the brand idea.
Good to have you back. First on Marketing Edge on TV is Brand News, where we bring you the latest developments and happenings around brands and in the field of marketing, advertising and communication in Nigeria and around the globe. Now on Brand News. The much anticipated Marketing Edge Summit and Awards of Excellence is finally holding this week, with an array of industry thought leaders set to herald a dynamic shift in the industry through well-articulated and in-depth discourse. The summit, with the theme Rethinking the Blue Ocean Strategy in Uncertain Times, is slated to hold on the 26th and will precede the annual awards ceremony, scheduled to hold 27th August 2021. The iconic awards ceremony of excellence will hold at the Podium Center, Ikeja, Lagos. The Advertisers Association of Nigeria (ADVAN) has concluded plans to hold its annual Marketing Masterclass series on 25th and 26th August 2021. The masterclass is expected to have the Chief Information Officer, Digital Innovation and Strategy, MTN Nigeria, and Executive Director, Retail Banking, FCMB, as speakers. According to Ediri Ose Ediali, the ADVAN Executive Secretary, this year's program will treat topics on customer insights as heart of strategy for scale and precise targeting, as well as brand architecture and how to build compelling brand solutions that are both distinctive and differentiated. Chairman of Sono Group of Companies, Ajami Shidani, has attributed inaccessibility to raw materials as the major challenge in manufacturing, specifically in the fast-moving consumer goods sector. Speaking to Marketing Edge on TV, the group CEO stated that the sector have been confronted with a series of challenges ranging from infrastructure, haulage at the ports, and access to foreign exchange, which makes access to raw materials difficult. Mr. Mishadani, while urging the government to accelerate infrastructural development as it is critical to the nation's economic growth, suggested that the country's leadership should engage with private sector to run a diversified economy.
You can't grow the economy on one track, only oil. Oil will be past, oil will be a history. Today you see, everybody is going on a different energy. Solar power. You see windmill, you see battery power, and it's all done automatic. The cars which are running now without gasoline, they are on battery. Now, these economies, if we don't change it, will not be able to cope up with Western countries.
Well, that was Brand News. Next is Branding Forecast after this break.
Are you ready for this?
Let me hear you, AJ.
some days. Just one. That good for you? Just one. Just one. Nice, AJ. Just one. Just one. Bring it out. Just one. Just one. Just one. Double in. Just one. Just one. Just one.
I was born hungry for success. It's the Nigerian way.
Glow gets it. Champions stay hungry. Oh yeah. Glow gets it big time.
Hit the big time with 22 times bonus on every recharge. Dial *777#. It's a knockout.
You don't almost reach, Abby? Okay. Guys, the mechanic is almost here.
Madam!
What do you think is wrong?
Madam, not be smart way they worry this your bike. Carburetor and radiator, you don't pafuka. If you want to fix that, 50,000.
I guess I have no choice. Give me size 10 Allen Q.
Madam, the top don't spoil now. You need to buy new one. New one at 16,000.
Thanks for the help, guys. I'll be on my way now. For renting your tools.
Ride the digital wave for the whole year with 1 terabyte of data for just 100,000 naira. Dial *777#.
Do you not know how stressful it is taking care of these 3 kids? Are you still there? If you're not getting me fresh meat, do you understand?
Okay, I'm at the
Can you
meet.
switch to video call, please? Okay, give me that one. The one by your side.
Hey, please.
Where do I buy all these things now?
Hey, go get Glow Berekete and call madam.
Berekete. The heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Now on branding focus. It has dawned on most stakeholders concerned with the recognition and rewarding of excellence that although innovations in product and personality brands are circumscribed in scope, they have the potential to trigger a bigger process of transformation of corporate existence and produce general positive benefits for consumers through improved service delivery. Entering for and winning awards should always be a natural part of a brand's marketing strategy. Brands, agencies, personalities, and businesses that can point to award entries, nominations, and wins often find help to seal deals and increase their reputation and equity. Whether owners and custodians are aiming to establish their brands, attract top talent, or solidify employee morale, the right awards can position a brand as a leader in its field. Specifically in Nigeria, the most prestigious and credible awards in the marketing communication space is the Marketing Edge Annual Summit and Brands and Marketing Awards of Excellence. Organized and managed by Marketing Edge Group, the initiative was launched in 2013 to search for excellence in the private and public sector, reward and motivate creativity, innovation, and hard work, as well as share and disseminate knowledge about successful practices and other to provide the opportunity for networking among industry practitioners. As a witness and an attendee of the 2020 edition of the Marketing Edge Annual Awards, Benga Motosho, the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Lagos State, applauded the initiative, saying, "I should commend the organizers of that event, the originator and the Marketing Edge team for being able to consistently put that kind of event together. They got people from marketing, advertising, journalism, the big guys and stakeholders in the industry to attend. The 2020 edition was well packaged, it was colorful and memorable. They deserve applause.
Well, that was Branding Focus. Next is Industry Conversation, where we interact with professionals in the field of advertising, marketing, and communication. But today on Industry Conversation, we'll be speaking with the Registrar of the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, Apcon, Dr. Olalekan Fadolapo, after this break.
You won't go shake your body. Instead, they make you calm down. It a fun face, Sabi. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you not to pass your power. You want to show yourself,
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
here today, gone tomorrow. Cause you're volatile like the water. And you promise what you don't know. Sometimes it's right and then it's so wrong. Them go do like say them why. Go promise you the world. Brother, all now worship. Up all no be open eye. I see no be water. Like you no be letter.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
No even triumph.
A few are going to share this 5 million. However,
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Hello there and welcome to Industry Conversation, a segment on Marketing Edge on TV where industry-related issues are critically analyzed and examined by professionals and experts in the field of advertising, marketing and communication. Today on Industry Conversation, we'll be speaking with the Registrar of the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, Apcon, Dr. Olalekan Fadolapo. So pleased to have you with us on Industry Conversation.
Hello, everyone.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, Dr. Olalekan Fadolapo is the Registrar, CEO of Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, Apcon. I'm proud to his present position. He was the Executive Director, Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, AAAN. He has over 2 decades experience in the advertising industry. You're welcome again, sir. So
Thank
pleased
you
to have
very
you
much.
with us on Industry Conversation.
My pleasure.
And thank you for giving us some time out of your busy schedule to have this moment with us.
The pleasure is mine.
Well, we understand that it's been 9 months since you mounted the leadership position.
11.
Over 11 months, wow. So I would like you to assess the experience so far.
It's been interesting. It's been refreshing. I keep learning every other day. I assumed duty as the fourth registrar of Apcon on September 1st, 2020. In few weeks' time, it will be 1 year, and the last 1 year has really been interesting for me.
I will say congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
As you await that moment. Well, to what extent has the long involvement with Apcon through the platform of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, AAN, helped you in this new position? I understand that you were, the executive director of AAN before, emerging as the registrar of this agency.
I think my position at AAN actually prepared me for this Apcon role. I was the immediate past chairman of the Advertising Industry Corporate License Committee. I was a member of the Apcon Governing Council for close to 16 years.
Okay.
I also was the chairman of the vice chairman of the Finance and Admin Committee of Apcon. I was the secretary of the Advertising Industry Reform Committee. What this translates into is that I've worked practically in all department directorates of Apcon before my emergence as the registrar. So I was the secretary of the Advertising Industry Reform. I was part of the people that put those documents together, and this is one of the things we've been using now as a blueprint for us to give direction to Apcon. It really impacted on my success as Apcon registrar.
Where was Apcon at the time you emerged as the registrar, and where is it at the moment?
Well, when I assumed duty as the fourth registrar, Apcon has been without a governing council for like 2 years. That's number one. Number two, it has also been for like 10 years, and it has also been without a substantive registrar for like 3 years. So it's been like there's a vacuum yet to be filled when I assumed duty. So what I immediately did was to do more of industry engagement. I need to reach out to all the stakeholders, AAN, NIPAN, Xman, Advan, and all those people to now say, okay, fine, let's come together, let's reason together. What do we want? What are the expectations? Notwithstanding the fact that I have my own wish list, I have my own to-do list. I had a meeting with the staff. Where are we coming from? Where are we now? And where are we headed? I went to meet some of the sectoral groups. Some came to the Apcon secretariat to say, okay, these are the things we are looking forward to, as in for Apcon to do. Basically, some of these things revolve around the issue of implementation of industry reform, the issue of promoting ethical practices, ensuring that the agency leg of the tripod is also strengthened to ensure that at least to be able to provide support for the industry. So these are some of the things we looked at the common denominators of all these challenges. So what do we need to do? So the first thing we did was to look at the law that set up Apcon. Before I came in, the law has been with the National Assembly. They've done first reading. So we went to the National Assembly during one of my visits to the Chairman House Committee on Information. We had this conversation, and we were able to push through our law to second reading and now to public hearing. So we believe that by the time the National Assembly comes back from the current holiday, they will be taking a look at the final reading of our law. Also, we wrote to the Honorable Minister to say these are the challenges as stated by the industry. These are the things they are looking for. They are looking for in terms of, we don't have a council, so we need to get the minister's approval. So we told him about the standard of practice. The law of advertising up till now has dwelled more on the practice of advertising, leaving the area of business of advertising on auto run. This area includes the terms and engagement, credit policy, industry debt, disengagement protocol, and all those things. So we wrote to the minister to say these are the things that we have as challenges. The last time fellowship was inaugurated in Apcon was like 10 years ago because there was no governing council. So we were able to write to the minister, and the minister gave us approval. So to implement the advertising industry reform fully, as well as get some other things in place.
But looking away from all the things that you just enumerated that your administration is looking towards achieving, let's see some of the challenges that you have, encountered so far, and how have you been coping with all of that?
One of the biggest challenge, the challenge you can look at from the internal and the external. Now, from the internal, one of the first thing, the biggest challenge is you won't imagine an organization of this importance and is run on analog operation. When I came in, I still discovered that most of our things are still on analog. You still need to do hard copy files, you still need to do those things. So moving our operation from analog to digital has been a major challenge. You can imagine if we operate on digital platform now, that means it's going to reduce the physical interaction. You can do your vetting online without necessarily coming to Apcon. You can do your payment of it. I'm a member of other professional bodies, and I know that the contact time between the professionals and the secretariat is always reduced to the barest minimum. So one of the first major things I had to start setting in motion was to see how we need to digitalize our operation, and we need to start taking it directorate by directorate. So we've gone to the registration, career matters, and the corporate license now. So what we are doing is to see how we can move their own operation. We have developed and built a server that can take all our operations. So we are just trying to do one thing at a time to ensure that we move all our operations from analog to digital. That is huge for me. Two is the fact that we need to train and retrain people. I always tell people as I always cite the example of CBN. If you are a regulator, you are expected to be a step ahead of your the people you are regulating. So if we are regulating the advertising industry in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills, in terms of IT infrastructure, we're supposed to be a step ahead of them. But we are hampered with funds. We are far behind even the people we are regulating. So what we try to do is within our own minimum, within our own small resources, we just want to see what we can do. Now, internally too, in terms of our own operation, we are supposed to regulate advertising in all its ramifications. Enforcement, monitoring and enforcement is very, very primary and key. So at the time I came, our offices were around 14 or 15. Now that we add those offices, it means that we are not covering the areas that we are supposed to cover. Even Lagos as it is, sometimes if we have office in Port Harcourt, the office in Port Harcourt is supposed to cover Bayelsa. Now, if we are not covering Bayelsa, it means that anything going on in Bayelsa is not in our radar. So in the last 11 months, we've been able to establish like 14 offices. We've also been able to unbundle Lagos into 6 different zones, meaning that in preparation for our law, we are building structure. So that's the first major challenge, is how do we meet the challenge, the demand of the mandate of Apcon. So that's the first part. The second part has to do with the industry leg, which is more of the external. The industry leg to the extent that, there's a perception issue about Apcon. There's also the need for us to live above to work for the industry. Now, the fact that I'm from the industry means that I don't have any excuse. And let me state it here, that the fact that Apcon does not have a governing council is not the reason for Apcon to fail. So for the external, what we try to do is that I engage practically all the sectoral group. And what do you think we should look at? What are the expectations from Apcon? And so based on those, we put up a paper together in terms of the business of advertising, which is the major key issue to most of them. So we've set up a committee now that is looking into that. Even the code, the current code of advertising, the last time the code was reviewed was like 9 years ago. So we got the minister's approval. So they are reviewing the code now in line with best practices, so that we can bring our practice to the current state in line with what is obtainable in Nigeria and international practices. So that's where we are now. We're trying to push the frontier. We're trying to improve on the way and manner we do this. So we are trying to face those challenges with our our resources that we believe is yet inadequate for us.
The stage is set, the cameras are in focus, and the captains are on board. Make way for the marketing gladiators at the Marketing Edge's annual 2-in-1 event, the National Marketing Stakeholders Summit and Marketing Edge Brands and Advertising Awards of Excellence. Expect fresh marketing insights at the summit-themed Rethinking the Blue Ocean Strategy in Uncertain Times, and watch new marketing legends emerge at the Marketing Edge Brands and Advertising Awards of Excellence. The summit will hold virtually on the 26th, while the awards gala holds on the 27th of August 2021 at the luxurious Podium International Event Center on Aromire Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos. Be our special guest at this 2-day event, which promises to be the toast of the marketing communication industry for a long time to come. Whatever you do, don't miss this. Marketing Edge, promoting the brand idea.
I got a call to be told that I had won the Marketing Personality of the Decade. And for me, that was very humbling because I didn't lobby for it. I didn't know it was going to be done. There was a judgment. And everybody said that even then I was not about even leaving my agent. They said, no, it wasn't about what you did today. It's what you've done throughout your career. So I was still given that merit.
I know the industry speaks largely of the Marketing Edge Award. So I'm sure that those who participate and those who've won in the past are now the big players. For young agencies, it's an opportunity to be seen by a wider platform or to be placed on a wider platform.
Marketing Edge will always help us, encouraging us, trumps of growing. And I think they do a good job. Okay. When you have agencies like that, when they encourage a businessman, when they motivate the businessman, it helps. Because someone is there outside looking how you appreciate good people.
It's one of the biggest industry endorsements we have. So it's like if they give you an award at Marketing Edge, it says so many things about you. It means that you've been a professional and the industry has really recognized you. It's not just an award that everybody just come and pick up. You hardly find people, it's only credible people that have been adjudged to deserve the award that has been given.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand ideal.
Well, that's it on Marketing Edge on TV. Do well to join us for the second part of our conversation with the Registrar of the Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria. Same time next week. I'm Ogali Mafiru. Bye for now.
With all the health advice out there, it's almost impossible to make sense of all the noise. BBC Life Clinic aims to sift through the noise, hullabaloo, and clatter so the experts can be heard. BBC Life Clinic.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company, not just in Nigeria, but throughout continental Africa, to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Driven by technology, innovation, and competence, the Corporate Affairs Commission has taken the business environment